Assalamu alaikum and very good day to all of you. My name is Yousef and today me and my team member will be talking about Communication and Multimedia Act 1998, especially Section 233, where we will be giving also our opinion. RUTININ SUHAIMIN, a former handphone shop owner, was previously charged under Section 233 of Communication and Multimedia Act 1998 because of a posting of a questionable comment, Sultan Bera Sudah Gila. On the 13th February 2009, around 6:33 p.m., it was posted through his online account on the online visitor book of a homepage of the HRH Sultan of Bera. The online visitor book was hosted on the website address is books.dreambooks.com, and it was linked into the homepage of HRH Sultan of Bera, which is hosted at sultan.bera.gov.my.
Hi, basically I would like to explain more about the introduction of this case. So at first, RUTININ SUHAIMIN was charged and sentenced to a fine of 15,000 ringgit in default of 8-month imprisonment under Section 233 of Communication and Multimedia Act 1998. He is actually not satisfied with the judgment, thus he made an appeal to the High Court. At the same time, the prosecution also made a cross appeal. The judge of this appeal is Richard Melanjam. According to him, that the second trial had misdirected herself in law due to the erroneous approach taken by her. The defense of the appellant was seriously prejudiced. The assertions are classified as recent invention and deserve no weight nor were considered as a defense.
At the end of the case, although there is evidence that shows the comment was posted from the computer and the internet account of the appellant, but there is no patent evidence indicating appellant was the one who posted the statement. Moreover, the fact that the computer and the internet account was easily accessible by others is unchallenged, and the misdirection of law could not be said that it will be safe to sustain the finding of guilt upon the appellant. The judge of the appeal hereby allowed the appeal by the appellant and revoked the conviction and the sentence of the appellant. Refund will be given to the appellant of any fine paid. Besides, as the appeal was allowed, thus the cross appeal by the prosecution was dismissed.
After our friend have explaining about the case, we want to highlight some statement that we come out with 3 opinion, and I will be explain for our first opinion, where we are saying the court should have considered the risk of hacking and hijacking when deciding for those cases. Why we say this? Because we think court have no expert in this field of knowledge regarding the possibility that the person is not the writer of the offensive remark post. What is mean by expert is court need expert opinion evidence. For example, the court must be careful to consider the possibility of opinions being biased or even on the general side of the issue, without giving any more specifics of the case. Okay, even though we know that this case is not a strict liability case, for example, like people who related with drug, will instantly punished even if they are actually innocent. So for this case also, we think the judge is able to use discretionary power, where it can decide by 3 things: whether to punish the accused, the seriousness of sentence, and the right of the accused to defend himself. Okay, as you know, discretionary power also have a big responsibility to look into the case, not only on the surface evidence, but also find evidence that can support the existence of the surface evidence. Okay, and lastly, we see that the last court was rational in giving the judgment, not same as a previous one, where the judge is not professional, careless, and ignore the defense of the accused. Okay, so based on our opinion, a judge must be flexible, not rigidly referring to the law, and the possibly innocent accused should be sentenced immediately. Last but not least, it also suggested that amendment should be done to the Act of accommodate for the possibility of hack, hijack, and unknown user. So from that, victims of such actions may be protected from being charged with cyber crimes, which they have not committed.
Well, based on the case, although the appellant was found not guilty, we learned that it is important that we beware of what we are expressing on the internet. Malaysia is a country that has multiple racial with diverse culture. According to Article 10A1 of the Federal Constitution, the citizens are guaranteed with the freedom of speech and expression with certain limitation. For example, you are not allowed to talk bad or insult the royalties, discuss about the sensitivity among ethnic rivalry and religion. The restrictions are important to avoid conflicts among the citizens and maintain the peace in Malaysia.
Then we get to the final point, which is to stop running into this scenario. It is important to take care of your computer and internet security to prevent you from entering such a case. For example, you cannot download any document or file from some anonymous or unsecure website because the downloader might be malicious and the person who create might have hacked your computer. Notice that a safe website is always going to begin with HTTPS. You should also not allow others to use your computer, especially without your supervisions, because they might use your computer to commit a crime. Be careful how to handle a classified document by using a protected hard disk, USB, whether they hold sensitive information. Never write the password on the post-it or notepad. Don't leave your device unlocked. Secure it with a strong password. Make sure that a proper backup and remove wiping service are allowed if you lose your computer. That concludes our opinion on this case. I would like to thank you for taking the time to listen to our group presentation.